The Zenith Defy Revival was initially born as a tribute to the original Defy watch born in 1969. Years after its release, Gerald Genta would go on to initiate an octagonal watch design craze, and many today poke holes in modern homage designs that rest a bit too much on these laurels. But this original Defy was born before these designs, and its distinct look is the result of an octagonal case with a 14-sided bezel, nicknamed upon its introduction the bank vault. The modern Defy Revival, for a time, was limited to configurations that pulled directly from the archives with nearly one-to-one recreations. This Defy Revival Shadow, however, is the first within the collection to inject more of a modern feel. To be clear, its framework faithfully remains 37mm in diameter, 13.6mm thick, and 44mm lug to lug. Its form remains distinct, funky, and groovy in a way that only late 60s designs could really offer. Where it has its more modern crossover is through its usage of microblasted titanium for both the case and ladder bracelet. The material is very lightweight and highly scratch resistant. The microblasted surface, should you impact it hard enough to cause some sort of blemishing, really hides it well, far better than brushed or polished surfaces ever would. It is quite surprising when you learn this Defy Revival Shadow is 300 meters water resistant with a screw down crown. The previous Defy Revival models used colorful gradient dials of past models. But for this Shadow configuration, it is an exercise in monochromatic stealth with a subtly shiny matte black dial. Just within the white outer minutes track, applied groove indices glisten with their faceted surfaces, and this is really the most sort of shiny part of the watch. Adjacent to each index is a luminous pip, with the lume on all three central hands and the hour indices executed in an aged Fotina superluminova hue. The controversial 430 day placement may irk some, but it's faithful to the original 1969 design, and it also allows for all hours to have applied indices. And quite frankly, with a white on black disc, it blends seamlessly into the dial. You barely notice it unless you're looking for the complication. A titanium bracelet is already very lightweight, but the ladder bracelet is that much lighter with its removal of conventional center links. These gaps also allow the wrist to aerate really well and keep cool while worn in warmer weather. Each link is secured by screws, and the clasp features a generous number of holes for micro adjustment. Inside the watch and exhibited is the in-house automatic Elite 670 movement, offering a solid 50 hours of power reserve. Ultimately, this watch is, in my book, an awesome choice for those who do not want to wear something that looks like everything else. Someone with quirk and personality looking for a watch that also shares these characteristics. Perhaps this is the very reason Will Ferrell gravitated towards the Defy Revival, spotted often wearing his steel model with a burgundy gradient dial. In essence, this watch is very much its 1969 design, but its build speaks to what we're really looking for in 2023. So I think I've made it pretty clear that I think this watch is really neat, and I especially love, of course, as a smaller wristed dude, this very compact, vintage, faithful size. But I really want to know what you think of the watch down in the comments below. The Zenith Defy Revival Shadow has a price of 11,200 Australian dollars or 7,400 US dollars, and it is not a limited edition. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.